That's ISO?
Rack it up, I gotta build up the bank to make me a safe house. Shake it up, she got her hands on her knees and she bringing the cake out. Smoke it up, I got some gas, some packs, I'm up in the greenhouse. Ball it up, I'm with the gang, we taking shots off the rebound.
All right, we are back, week 4, NFL. Looking to get back on the board, making some money. Here with yours truly, Papa Loft, and here with Don Russo. How you feeling, brother?
What's good, man? You know, we took a little hiatus, but we back stronger than ever. You know, so we back. You know, I got to talk about both of our teams because this season kind of crazy right now.
Yeah, definitely. Make sure you guys like and subscribe. We about to drop some of the picks. Make sure you check out the shorts as well. We'll be dropping our picks individually so you can track that and play it as well. Yeah, man. Let's talk about your Colts, how they've been looking at these past 3 weeks, how you've been feeling. I don't want to flame you. I'm not gonna be honest. I don't want to go off, but
Be honest. You know, this is an open.
No, I want to hear
open platform
about how you've been feeling about your peoples.
So I'm glad we got the dub last week. We struggled. So yeah, I ain't gonna lie, bro. My Colts have been disappointing, to say the least. Our defense looks atrocious. Who did we play just last? We played the Bears. So I hope we had got a win against them, you know. I mean, you got a rookie quarterback, but honestly, both quarterbacks look terrible in that game. At least AR, I'm giving him the grace because he's still a rookie. Feel what I'm saying? So, like, he's got to go through the growing pains. Obviously, he struggles with his accuracy, so he's not really – people got to temper their expectations of Anthony Richardson. We know what JT going to do, and I feel like you haven't seen the best of the Colts offense yet because of the, you know, accuracy issues with Anthony Richardson. So, like, once he's able to have a, you know, to get a little bit more consistency with accuracy, you'll definitely see our offense flourish. Like Josh Downs came back last week. You know, we still got my boy Pitt, number 1 receiver. For some reason, man, my man can't get right with what's buddy name? Adonai Mitchell. Like, it'd be so many plays where like Mitchell's so fast, he'll get open and Anthony Richardson will overthrow him. Or he'll get open and the nigga will drop this shit. So like, yeah, it's a work in progress. That's all I can say. Defense definitely played a little bit better. I think Caleb Williams had like 2 or 3 picks. I mean, like I said, he's a rookie quarterback, so he should. So it's just we just got to keep improving. That's all I can say. I mean, we versed the Steelers this week, so you know they undefeated and we not. We beat them last year, but that was last year. So and we struggled with stopping the run. They don't got Jalen Warren, but they do got Najee Harris, and I think Justin Fields. So yeah, we gonna see.
It's definitely gonna be a challenge for sure. Yeah, Pittsburgh. I mean, at least you guys are at home, so that's a good thing. Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is gonna be hard. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think that's the thing. I think I think the Colts came in with, I don't want to say a lot of hype, but on paper, I felt like you guys were looking really good, and you guys are still a formidable team. It's not like you guys are trash or anything like that. But I think, like, yeah, I think like there's definitely, like you said, I think a lot of people put AR on like a, you know, the thing is, I feel like a lot of people now are starting to come after Jaden McDaniel, and they're starting to kind of give him that like respect, like, oh, like he after that game against the Bengals, you get what I'm trying to say? They're trying to give him that like thing, and I feel like that's the type of hype we was getting with AR to start. You feel me? And I feel like after that first game, he was balling. But like, yeah, I mean, like you said, he's got some growing pains to do. I definitely lost some money on your Colts the past week, both weeks. So I was happy I didn't play y'all week 3. So hey, you know what I'm saying? Against the Steelers, listen, against the Steelers, I respect you, but I'm gonna see my way out of there for sure. But yeah, I mean, we'll touch on the game briefly, but who would you recommend in that game if you had anybody to recommend?
So I'm probably gonna go. The safest option for me is probably JT. I'm gonna be honest with you. He's gonna. I know the Steelers got a tough run defense, but he gonna get the carries. So like,
yeah, he probably rushing attempts will probably be the best thing, to be honest.
yeah,
Maybe
like
rushing
I
attempts.
just let me see what his rushing attempts are right now. Currently, he's at 18 and a half rushing attempts. He had 20 Chicago. See, it'd be so hard, like, cause like he definitely gonna get the carries. I mean, he's the workhorse, but it just all of that, depends on the game flow. Like, but I think it's that kind of game where it's a grinded out game between both running backs. So I think he'll get those carries. So I definitely
Magic might get them carries, that's for sure.
Yeah,
They're gonna feed him.
And I think he's gonna go over 100. I'm watch what I say, but I'm biased, so I'm gonna go for the dub for my Colts, man. We need that win to get back on track.
No, definitely. Yeah, man, I'm proud of my Vikings, man. I think they're doing a lot of big things. I don't think anybody thought we would be doing anything. I personally didn't know how good we'd be, to be honest. I didn't think we'd be. I thought as long as we beat the Giants week 1, I was fine. I was good with that. At the very least, we weren't underneath the Giants. You feel me, to start the year, but we've been looking really good, man. I'm proud of my coach, Kevin O'Connell's that's my guy. Brian Flores on the defensive side. You know what I mean? So I'm really proud of these guys, man. I'm Sam Darnold, the young gunner. You feel me? Listen, he came into the league pretty young. So you know what I'm saying? Hopefully he can do some things. I don't want to get on the bandwagon too crazy, but
let me ask you. I mean, you gotta pop your shit. Y'all 3-0, we 1-2. We're gonna try to flip the script.
Y'all 1-2? Oh, I forgot. Yeah. All right.
Now he BDM, y'all see that? Now he forgot. So you would take AR right now for the Vikings, bro? As your starting quarterback?
I'm not mad at AR, but
no. Get it real, bro. Come on, bro.
Nah, I'm gonna keep it a bit. I wouldn't mind taking AR, but I feel like I'm still waiting outside of AR's rush. I'm still waiting for AR to have that impact, because last year he had that impact before he got hurt and he was out. So I want to see that impact that he had when he came in, 2 touchdowns, rushing, throwing. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like you said, I agree with you. The Colts offense hasn't really clicked yet, 100%. Everybody's coming back. Josh Downs is in and out. Don Mitchell and him haven't got that connection yet. You know what I mean? Him and Pierce have had something, but yeah, I kind of want to see how that goes, and I kind of want to see how JT's using the offense besides giving it to him on halfback dives. You feel me? So I want to see how it goes. You know what I mean? But yeah, no, I'm not against AR. I say that. I'm not disrespecting him, but
now you could disrespect him. I mean, right
no,
now
I'm be honest. I'm be honest. I have nothing but love for him. I think he's a good player, but I'm waiting for it. Feel me? I feel like a lot of people has already been talking about him, like OD, like, and I want to see. You feel me? Maybe he pop his shit tomorrow, and then the Steelers, he stomped the Steelers at home, which that'd be fire. That'd be a great way to put him on the map, especially because everybody's thinking Pittsburgh gonna come in there and stomp you, or like put, you know what I'm saying, put the clamps on y'all with the defense. So it would be a great breakout game. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. I think this would be the game to do it. You know what I mean? To kind of prove the doubters. So you know what I mean? Like it's up for judgment. I'm not gonna say he's trash or anything like that. I would definitely take him right now, but I ain't mad. You know what I'm saying? I ain't mad where we at right now. If we was 0-3, I'd have said, yeah, I'll take him right now. But we ain't 0-3 right now. So something's going right.
Okay. But I think if Vikings is making some moves right now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm shocked, but not shocked because Kevin O'Connell's a good coach. Just like all the stuff that y'all overcame, and I still early in the season, obviously, but I mean, like y'all look good, bro. Defense look dominant. Addison hadn't been in the lineup. Jay Jettis is showing why he's him. He's him, bro. I think I forgot what game was it. Was it last week where he had a crazy ass catch? I said, yeah. That's why he's the number 1 receiver in the NFL. And it's not an argument. It's not up for debate.
Yeah, no, he's looking great, man. I'm happy for him. I'm happy how he's looking, especially to come out early. You know what I mean? And I think that was the biggest thing is like how we're gonna set the rhythm. And I'm happy like we came out the guns blazing. You get what I'm trying to say? Like obviously, like it ain't gonna be like that every game, but I'm liking how we came out to start the season. So it's looking really good. We played the Packers this weekend, so I'm excited for that game. I think that game is going to be a good game. You know what I mean? I'm wondering if Jordan Love is going to start.
He said he's expecting to play.
Okay, so then Jordan Love's going to start. So I think it's going to be a high scoring game. To be honest, I think it's going to be up there. I think Aaron Jones' revenge game. That's wink, wink. That's one of that's one of these people I'm on. You feel
I
me?
like that.
Revenge game. So I think it'll be a good game, to be honest with you. So I'm excited to see how that's gonna play out. But that's a divisional game. If we can beat the Packers with Jordan Love kind of like, you know what I'm saying, working his way back. This is he got hurt week 1. So he's kind of like still in preseason mode, you know what I mean? Still trying to get the rust off. I hope we can kind of, you know what I'm saying? Dallas Turner turn up the pressure, and then we just get in there. So yeah, let's see what we can do, man. I'm excited.
Nah, I agree. I mean, listen, I agree.
All right, man. All right. So let's get into the slate, man. Let's start off with Cincinnati Bengals versus the Carolina Panthers. All right. It is at home. Carolina have been absolute trash the first 2 weeks. They had to bench Mr. Number 1 pick Bryce Young and bring in Andy Dalton, which they kind of stomped out the Raiders last week, which was a little surprising to be. Yeah, to be honest, they stomped them out real bad. So I wasn't expecting that, to be honest with you. Like the way the Panthers are looking, I was not expecting that at all. Hubbard went crazy as well. So yeah, what is your thoughts about this game? Bengals looking to try to get a win as well. So what are you thinking?
This is a must-win game for the Bengals. They lose. I know a lot of experts and pundits are saying like, yo, they need to they don't win this game. They need to start looking at trading receivers. I think that's stupid because that's the staple. Like they're an offensive team, so trading away your receivers when you already lost one of your receivers in free agency for nothing is just stupid. Like they need to get back on track. Like, I know Jamar Chase is back. His head is in the game for the season, but they need a dub, bro. They can't lose to the Panthers. They lose to the Panthers, somebody got to go. I don't care if it's the coach, the quarterback. I don't give a fuck who it is. Somebody got to go because you can't. You losing to the Panthers are inexcusable. Andy Dalton is hot right now, so he's definitely not going to make it easy. I think his first game was last week, right?
Yes. Yep. That was
Came in and threw for like 300
something.
Like what was it, 3-4 touchdowns?
I think he had 3 TDs. Yeah,
it was some crazy shit, and I'm like, wow. So, here's another one. Hold on. Here's another revenge game. Andy Dalton coming back to Cincy.
You are right.
So, he might be on some Red Rocket shit and
right.
crazy. So, yeah, that's somebody I would definitely watch out for in that game. But yeah, Bengals need this game, or their season is damn near open or already.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you. I think this is a must win for the Bengals. I think they should rely on the run game, in my opinion. I think Zach. I don't know what you think about Zach Moss and Chase Brown, the backfield. You know what I mean, and if you think they do well, but I mean, J.K. Dobbins and Gus Edwards in week 2 smashed them boys. You know what I'm saying? Went crazy, and I'm not saying Zach Moss and Chase Brown are them, but Chase Brown is explosive, and Zach Moss is going to get the carries. So I think Panther, you know what I mean? Obviously, like you said, Andy Dalton may have to throw for real. You know what I mean? So I'm interested in the run game as well. I never really know outside of Chase what you're gonna get. It could be a Gesicki game. It could be for T Higgins get 2 tomorrow. I don't even know. This is how it feels. It's like one of these type of games where it's just a random dude getting, not random because T Higgins is nice, but I don't know where the output's gonna come from. But like you said, it's a Bengals must win, and Panthers aren't great. And I feel like unless, like you said, Red Rocket comes out, I have a feeling like Andy Dalton he's gonna do well, but I don't know if he's gonna throw 3 TDs over 300. But let's see. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But they're at home though, so we'll see. They're at home.
Also, to add on, I agree because I was just looking up Zach Moss's stats right now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure when they paid for him to take him from us, that they was expecting a little bit more. It doesn't seem like he's been getting the workload. Obviously, like you said, he's been sharing the backfield with Chase Brown, but they need to. If it be any game for him to break out, it would be against the Panthers because obviously they're terrible all around. Like this is just I can't reiterate it. This is a game they can't lose. They lose this game. I'm telling you, somebody got to go.
Yeah.
For about $20, I might go. I might go coach them boys over there. You know.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Yeah, no, I agree, man. I think this is a must win, and yeah, let's see what the Bengals can do, man. Honestly, next game that we got the New Orleans Saints versus the Atlanta Falcons. Listen, man, we got to put respect on both these teams now. I'm gonna keep it a bean. We have to. The Saints have been coming out strong, cooking. You know, if it wasn't for that Saquon Barkley crazy run last week, they were in this game. You know what I mean, against the Eagles. You know, and the Falcons have been doing a thing, man. Listen, Kirk O'Chains, I have to give respect because he was not doing that where I was at. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't doing it with us. He want to go that ATL down. I feel like he home now. He got 100 milli. So now he out here on Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football showing up. Listen, we have records that show that this dude don't show up on these primetime games when he plays with the purple and gold. So,
it seemed like they got a good supporting cast. I ain't called.
Oh yeah, amazing.
Amazing. I will say this. Anybody that knows me personally, you know, I live in Georgia and I be popping my shit like in real time right now. I don't even want. I'm sorry to all the fans that I'm gonna violate. Y'all don't even want to see what Alabama is doing to UGA. But that's all, you know. So y'all know, like,
crazy.
It's not even I personally hate like I hate like UGA or Falcons fans. It's just how they be acting, bro. It's the fans really. It's not even the teams. It's just how they be acting. So, but like you said, I'm gonna give respect where respect due. The Falcons look like a good team, like really, really good team. Like I ain't gonna lie, they would probably beat us by 3 touchdowns right now. I'm gonna keep it a bean. Like Bijan out the backfield and running, Algier backfield and running, got Drake London, Kyle Pitts, Ray McLeod. Who's that other receiver?
Mooney.
Darnell Mooney when they picked him up.
He been balling like a number one this year.
You feel what I'm saying? Like, and it's like I watched them on that Monday night game. They should have got the dub, but you know, I ain't gonna lie, your boy Kirko was out there dissecting them, just You know, Drake London been playing better, so they are. You know, they actually like. This is the thing. They gonna call me a hater. I'm just a fan of good football, bro. Like, obviously, like I said, the fans be getting me tight, bro. But you know what I'm saying?
They're playing good football, though. They playing good football.
They're playing good football. So
they're playing good football.
That takes a lot out of me. I still won't get no Falcons jersey. No, I ain't getting no Braves hat or none of that shit. But you know, don't give me no UGA memorabilia. I don't want none of that. But I definitely respect y'all. Shout out to them. Shout out to the Falcons. I ain't gonna lie. Now, if I had to pick, Dende, I'm sorry, my boy, but I'm probably gonna pick the Falcons, bro.
Wow. Are you now?
This is
documented. All right, this is documented. For all the people who know this guy, the fact that he picked the Falcons, wow. This is a big moment.
I like their team, bro. I think they have a lot of more explosive weapons than the Saints, in my opinion. And I think the difference is the defense. I've been saying this. They've been having a lot of pickups. They got Jesse Bates, the safety. He was an all-pro. Who was the other one they picked up? Justin Simmons, was it?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think Bates was on the Bengals at one point as an all-pro. Simmons was on the Broncos, all-pro. Judon, and when you watch the game, it's belt to ass. Like, they defense is really getting after. I think one of the safeties had a pick last week. So yeah, I like the way their team is constructed. Like I said, it's taken a lot in me to actually give credit to an Atlanta team. Like, so yeah, shout out, like I said, Dende, my boy Day. I'm sorry. I know he who that nation, but I'm going with the Falcons, man. What about you, Locke? What you thinking?
Yeah, this is hard. This divisional game is gonna be they're in the same divisional game. I think it's gonna be a back and forth. This probably gonna come down to turnovers, to be honest. Who's gonna generate more turnovers? Because I feel like it's gonna be they both like well matched, like you said. Like Falcons got a lot of young talent, young explosive talent. Saints still got explosive talent as well. You know what I mean? I'm not sure though, because I think Olave, I think I just read something about him like doing his hamstring. So he might not, I don't know how
Really?
available he'll be going into tomorrow, how 100% he'll be. So that may tick, like you said, in the favor of the Falcons as well. Yeah, no, I'm excited to see what like I like the resurgence of Kamara this year. You feel me? Like
Mm-hmm.
I feel like the Saints are kind of working through him. And Shaheed is you feel me? He's been balling as well. He's kind of down last week, but I like Shaheed as well. So they got talent on both sides of the ball. I think Atlanta kind of edges them out when it comes to the talent, when it comes to the amount of pieces, because knowing Kirk, he love his tight end, so he love having Pitts, and Pitts is like a receiver as well. And like I like the play calling, how they like incorporate McLeod and Mooney. You know what I'm saying? So he's got a lot of weapons, and then like you said, Bijan catching and running out of the backfield. So yeah, I think it's I'll pick the Falcons as well. I like the Falcons.
Two
But
and
I
one.
wouldn't be surprised. But I wouldn't be surprised if the Saints give him a fight, because if Kirk wants to turn back into Minnesota Kirk, you feel me? I'm just keeping it honest. These are the type of games where we start to put faith in this guy, and this guy has three picks. Watch, I'm telling you, these are the type of dudes. I'm not respecting the Falcons at all, but I'm saying I know this guy from experience. He does this to us. He does it. He will do it to you. You feel me? Hey, but listen, all the best to my man Kirko. He needs that. I would love for him to get 3 touchdowns, not 3 picks. But I will bet on the pick as well. Just saying.
I mean, history definitely precedes itself. I
Yeah,
remember
you
when the
heard?
Colts got Matt Ryan. I was mad as hell. That's probably the worst trader we ever made in history. And then he came over and led the league in picks. So history precedes itself. If you saying that's what's going to happen, I mean, I might be an under on one of the lines for real. But
I don't think this game. I mean, that's what I'm saying. I don't know if this game is going to be very like high scoring. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm just being honest. Like, I think it's going to be a lot of field goals, and I feel like it's going to be defenses kind of like coming at each other. And I feel like, yeah, it's going to be the Kamara Bijan show, and then whoever receivers come out of the fight. You feel me? Like, that's how I'm feeling. So I'm not really like targeting too much in this game personally, but I do like the Falcons to edge it out. And if Kirk want to show up, that'll be amazing. You feel me? I'll be a proud supporter on the side, because I'm happy. You feel me? He got to live up to his 100 mil. You know what I'm saying? Good for him. I got to keep accountable for this guy.
Okay.
All right, now moving on to the next game, we have the Jaguars versus the Houston Texans. Yeah, this is in your division, right? Perfect. So yeah, Jacksonville visiting the Texans, both coming off down weeks. We put the stomp into them boys, to them Texan boys. Sorry, we put a stomp into them boys, and then the Jags. It's just looking like, I don't know. You could. This is your division, so I'll let you take it away, and you give us a preview. Give the community a preview to this game and this your division, and what we should be expecting from these teams. I don't know if Tank Dell's coming back or not. I think he might be out. Nico Collins might be coming back because he was. I think he was out last week. He's coming back this week. I think Tank Dell was in last week. He's out now. So switcheroo. So you let us know what you thinking about this game.
I feel like this is another must-win game. I think the Jaguars have to win this game. They're 0-3. I didn't see them being 0-3, maybe 2-1, but the Texans are 2-1 as well, but they haven't looked the greatest. Yeah, I mean, it's a divisional game, so I mean, there's not really much I can say. I mean, Nico Collins, CJ Stroud got to get on track, obviously. Get those explosive plays that he was getting last year. Like, I remember at one point, bro, Nico Collins was good for 100 yards. Like, that was nothing. So he's still working his way back into form. I feel like they do need to do a better job of getting Tank Dell involved more in the offense so he can be more explosive. Seemed like another one of your Vikings boys. I ain't gonna lie, your Vikings boys just put it on, bro. That nigga Steph Diggs was out there, especially against us. He was belt their ass, bro. Like, so, and then you got the Jaguars, bro. Like, I don't know what to say, bro. Like, honestly, these niggas can't run the ball. Like Trevor Etienne is like a mystery. They honestly might be better off drafting his brother at UGA right now. Like Trevor Lawrence,
That's his brother. I didn't realize that was his brother. He's nice.
yeah,
He's nice. He got vision.
yeah, and a little shake to him. So, and then you got Trevor Lawrence. It's like he's one of those quarterbacks. He has the elite skills, but it's just like every year you expect him to do way better, and then he just be there, bro.
Right.
They got decent weapons. They got Christian Kirk. Who else? Don't they have what's his buddy that was from the Bills? Don't they have Gabe Davis?
Yes. They have weapons, and then the rookie's been showing flashes as
Brian
well.
Thomas.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't gonna lie, both of the LSU receivers, neighbors is tough. So
yes,
you know what I'm saying? They put it on like
yes.
Evan Ingram. So they got some weapons. It's just you just expect better. So honestly, they're both in the AFC South, so I don't like both of them. But if I had to choose, as much as this hurts me to say, I'm probably gonna choose the Texans. I feel like they a little bit more consistent than the Jaguars, and I mean, it's just not looking good. They need to get ready to draft Arch Manning or somebody else, bro. Who wasn't gonna come out the draft? I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, it was bad when I don't know if it was last week or the week before when they had it. Jaguars are at home, and it was like Trevor Lawrence, like the bobblehead shit. Like they gave him like it was his day, and I think he threw like 2 picks that first half. Like you feel me? Like it's bad. I'm like, no, not on your day, bro. You getting worked at home. So it's kind of scary for when it comes to the Jacksonville Jaguars right now because they got the weapons. It's not like they don't got weapons. I know Evan Ingram's been out, but they have guys on the outside, and Etienne is good too. I don't know if that line is the problem because it looks like Trevor Lawrence got no time neither, and he's thrown when he does have time is like he throwing like he don't got time. Yeah,
he just don't look like him. Like and I give it to them. Like they have had a tough schedule. You open like the season with the Dolphins. Then they had Cleveland, who's a tough team, and then Buffalo. But I just would have expected them to be at least 1-2.
Yeah.
1-2, but to be 0-3.
Yeah.
They have to win this game. I don't think you understand.
Yeah.
You start the season 0-4. It's hard to come back from that.
Yeah, no, it'll be bad. Yeah, especially going down. That's 0-2 in division games too, right? Because they'll lose they lost Buffalo last week, and then losing right to the Texans as well. Yeah, like that'll be something. I'm interested to see how this will go. You know what I mean? What are you thinking about when it comes to the Texans? You think like is Mixon gonna play? Do you know? Do you think they need Mixon to get the win? Because they didn't look. I'll be honest. I did not expect us to stomp them like we did last week. Because I know they didn't have Joe Mixon, and Nico, but I didn't expect them to kind of like we jumped on them early. I felt like it was.
And it kind of changed the whole dynamic in the game flow.
Mm-hmm.
Dang, what's up with your Vikings boys? So it looked like Cam Akers is on the Texans.
Yes. He was their starting running back last week. Yeah. How did he do though? He didn't do well.
9 carries for 21 yards. So it looks like you said, once y'all jumped on them, they kind of got away from it early. And
right
at that point, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all scored 14. By halftime, it was 14-0. So, I don't know. And then y'all scored 21-0. So, y'all got to – they definitely – looks like the game flow, they got away from the –
Right. But the game flow will be in their favor this week for sure at home against a struggling Jacksonville. I feel like who's going to be still trying to find form themselves. You know what I mean? So it'll be interesting. I kind of want to know. I gotta check if Joe Mixon will play because if Joe Mixon plays, I kind of like him to get at least if he's 100%. If he's not 100%, I won't even think about it. But I do
It says that he was present for practice on Friday, and he's listed as questionable.
Okay, so he's not. Okay, so they didn't rule him out. Okay,
I think he's gonna play.
Yeah,
but it looks like also. Oh, they got their linebacker Olakuden. He's a monster on tackle, so he's on IR. They got another linebacker, Devin Lloyd, who's also nice. He's questionable, but probably going to play. So it looks like they got some injuries to that defense as well. That's not really helping the Jags. So I definitely got the Texans now.
All right, yeah. I was definitely leaning Texans. Especially Jaguars coming in, but that's not good. You know what I mean? I feel bad because it's like, dang, they're going down 0-4. It's gonna be looking
I don't feel bad.
crazy. I know you do. All right, bet. Moving on, we have the Denver Broncos versus the New York Jets. Bo Nix came back with a vengeance last week and kind of showed up and showed out for the Broncos and willed them to a win.
Mm-hmm.
The Jets is looking better and better as the weeks go on. I like that two running back that backfield with
Young Brees.
yeah, Brees and what's the guy's name? Allen, as well, the backup running back as well. I think he's been doing well as well. Yeah, that two-headed monster in the backfield, I think has been really helping with the play action and things like that with Aaron Rodgers. So I like that team. I like the Jets a lot. I like, you know what I mean? It's interesting. I want to know what your take is on this game because I feel like sneakily, I feel like this game might be this might have some points in it.
Yeah, I feel like like don't be surprised if the game is closer than people think.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Bo Nix, I know he got a lot of flack since college. I've been watching him. I'm also a big college sports fan. So y'all ever hear me reference college? You know, I like both. You know, I like to see the progression. You know what I'm saying? The players and all that. So I watched Bo Nix since he was a freshman at Auburn. He had a pretty decent freshman season. A lot of people gonna be like, oh, he asked, da da da. Auburn was, you know, their line was kind of suspect. And he didn't make the best decisions. Then he transferred to Oregon, obviously changed his career. So Bo Nix has potential, but to be going against the Jets, that's not really in his favor. And the Jets got a pretty tough defense. You know, they go crazy. They get after it on the pass rush. So, and then if you know what I'm saying, if you're not productive on offense, and then you got Aaron Rodgers, that killer on the other side, that's just just don't be surprised if it's a close game. But I'm gonna pick the Jets. I just think they have too many weapons. That boy Young Brees. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a person to always watch out for. Yeah, I got the Jets in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. I think the Jets look good. I'm interested to see how Bo Nix looks this week, and if he can kind of like put the team on his back again and kind of like rush his way through, pass his way through, and the Jets defense at home is going to be hard. It's going to be a challenge for sure. But I'm interested to see how he responds to that. But yeah, no, I think it's the Jets all the way. I think Aaron Rodgers is slowly getting his stride back and connections with Garrett Wilson. I think he's still working on his thing with Mike Williams. Don't be surprised if Mike Williams does something this week and kind of shows out, gets one big long bomb or whatever. Nobody's expecting him to go crazy and watch him just burn somebody because Patrick Surtain will be on Wilson, right? Mm-hmm. So I wouldn't be surprised he burned somebody and get a TD, right? Just to call it that. But yeah, I think it's going to be a good tune-up for the Jets. I think depending on how Bo Nix looks, if he looks bad, then it's over. It's done. But them running backs look good too. I like the that Allen guy. He's at 35.5. So for a backup running back to have 35.5 for
just rushing or rushing
alone. Let me look at his rushing receiving. Rushing receiving is 50.5. So
they definitely upped it from a few weeks ago.
Yeah, for sure. Last week it wasn't even close. You know what I mean? I think they had him at like 20 yards rushing. So like, he's definitely moved quite a bit. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, like you said, Brees as well. I won't be surprised if Brees gets in the end zone. But yeah, it'll be a good game. I'm leaning with the Jets just like you. So yeah, let's move on to the next game. We have our two games that we kind of previewed about. But yeah, we'll touch on them a little bit. The Minnesota Vikings going to Green Bay. It's going to be a tough game for us going into Lambeau. So it's not going to be easy at all. But I'm interested to see how we look and how our defense goes. Like I said earlier, I think Jordan Love. If they do give Jordan Love the reins, I'm kind of hoping he looked good week 1, so I can't even act like he won't be good, and I won't be surprised if Jalen Reed has a good game again. Yeah, I'm going with my boys. I'm going with Aaron Jones' revenge narrative. If he doesn't do shit tomorrow, then that's on me. But I'm riding the narrative. He's definitely going to be in the plays, just giving you a now. So he's going to be one of my guys. So yeah, I'm excited how we've been looking. I think Green Bay's defense is no slouch, so I can't be disrespectful about Green Bay at all. They've been looking all right, but yeah, I think we have a chance. I was proud of us to even be in a game with San Fran, and then we put the stomp into the Texans last week. Stomp the Giants. Stop playing, man. I'm telling you, I'm gonna come back with the Scully on next time. If we go 4-0, I'm coming back with the Scully on for real. I already have my Justin Jefferson jersey for my son in the car ready. So we're gonna get right. We're gonna get right. So I'm excited for them boys. What are you thinking about this game?
I'm not gonna lie, man. I think it's time to start putting respect on your team, bro. I definitely think they've been slept on, and I feel like now after being 3-0, like I said, I know it's still early in the season, but teams are definitely watching out for you because even though you don't have JJ McCarthy, you still have Sam Darnold, and you still got the weapons around. One thing I noticed, and I know this was a problem. I don't know if he learned it when he was in San Francisco, but when he was in Carolina, Sam Darnold had a problem. He had a tendency to hold on to the ball too long, and it seems like with Ja, he hasn't did that. He's got the ball out faster to the weapons. I mean, he don't want nobody like Jay Jettas on his ass telling him to get the ball. I mean, got one of the best receivers, if not the best receiver in the game. So, and that's not even including TJ Hawk ain't come back yet.
No, he's hurt. Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So I think I personally got Ja, even though it's on the road, it's going to be a tough matchup for sure. And I'm not just saying that because the Packers beat us. I mean, but yeah, I just think, Jair, I'm interested to see that Jair and Jay Jetta's matchup. I think Jay Jetta's going to burn him, but, Jair's a hype. He'd be hype. You know what I'm saying? He'd be wanting to smoke. I just don't think he wanted with Jay Jetta's. You know what I'm saying? So he's going to make it tough, but then the running game look good. Defense is playing out of its mind right now. So, the Packers definitely have a pretty good pass rush. I feel like they can be vulnerable on the run, in my opinion. So yeah, I got the Vikings, man. I'm siding with your boys, man.
Hey now, yes sir. All right, so let's move on to the other highlighted game of the week for us. The Pittsburgh Steelers coming to the Indianapolis Colts. Must-win game or no?
Like he put me on the spot, PDO.
That's it. Now, if y'all get stomped though, would you be like, is that a bad? Is that like if you guys get stomped, would that be like disappointing, or would you be like, that's the Steelers?
I definitely won't say that's the Steelers.
Okay.
they not. I'm sorry. Like they not a team that like when you see them, you be like, oh my god, like they supposed to be stomping us. So if they stomp us tomorrow, I'm gonna be mad. Yeah, I mean, I think it for the trajectory that we were, that we want to go in the season, I think it's a must-win game. But I don't think that it's in like I don't think it is a must-win game because it's we're 1-2 and our division is shitty. So I feel like we can still make moves within the division. The only team that's looking good right now really is the Texans, and they're not even looking the best. I mean, they're literally once again like a few minutes away from losing to us. You know what I'm saying? Even though we didn't stop Joe Mix. So hopefully, our defense steps up and makes it tough for Justin Fields. And we can slow down. That's gonna be the key. Is we're gonna be able to slow down their running game between Justin Fields and I think Jalen Warren's out. So I think Justin Fields and Najee Harris. So if we're able to stop their running game and make them one-dimensional and make Justin Fields throw, I think we have a chance. But I'm in the mindset the Colts got to prove. They got to prove it. Like I know the only person I say consistently that has been showing up is JT. He's a baller, bro. He's a workhorse. He's the guy right now. Like I said, AR has already acknowledged it. He needs to play better. He definitely has to play better. His accuracy is terrible. Like right now, he definitely and it's not going to be easy against the Steelers. I would definitely watch out for AR too for for rushing yards because of the Steelers pass rush is so relentless. But I do think Highsmith is out too. But their pass rush is so relentless. I feel like it'll open up some running lanes, and they trying to get some confidence back into AR. Because I don't ever expect him to be a pocket passer. I look at him more as a dual threat anyway, that can stand in the pocket and make some throws. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm as far as winning, I got to stick with my team, man. I'm going with the Colts.
Okay. All right. Yeah. No, I mean, I think you guys. I would hope you guys would win this game because I think, yeah, it kind of boils down for you guys to kind of, it's not like you guys are at the Steelers and dealing with the whole home crowd advantage. You guys kind of have it on your end. So yeah, I kind of want to see AR step up. And you know what I mean, whether he throws it or passes, I just want to see him get right. And you guys, I kind of want to see your full offense in the, you know what I'm saying? Maybe he get like 250, 300 yards, you know what I'm saying? Maybe 50, 60 on the ground, you know what I'm saying? Like, I want to see that. Too. Yeah, like I want to see that and get them boys involved. You know, if Downs is back.
Yeah, he's back.
Downs is back, Mitchell. Okay, so yeah, I want to see with another week in the books, you know what I mean? If they can start to kind of gel, you know what I'm saying? Is obviously against the Steelers is not going to be easy. So yeah, like you said, I want to see him. Maybe his rushing might be a wave tomorrow with Watt and everybody breathing down. You know what I'm saying? Because Watt alone is just already collapsing the pocket already. So you already got to adjust off top. So yeah, it'll be interesting. Definitely. I like that for sure. All right.
Nation,
you said what?
I said Colts Nation, go Colts.
My God. All right, here we go. Rams versus the Bears. Where do we begin with these teams? You know what I'm saying? They haven't been really looking great. The Rams is dealing with all types of injuries. Bears, Caleb, I don't know. Right? I don't know. It's not been easy, but also dealing with Keenan Allen as well. You know what I mean? Keenan Allen not there either. So, and Romeo Odunze was out as well, right? So, yeah, man. What is your thoughts about this game?
Before I even talk about the game, I need these niggas to start putting respect on my intelligence. It's still early in the season. I be telling niggas. Every team, it be seeming like there's one team in the offseason on paper, oh my gosh, they here, and here. And when they get into the season, shit get real and they don't perform how they supposed to. Now, it's still early. The Bears can turn their season around, right? But you got to understand, bro, like they had all the hype in the world. Like, and Caleb Williams, obviously, he's a rookie, still developing. I understand the injuries to Roma Dunze and all that, but they just got so much hype on the offseason, niggas thought it's going to be a breeze. Like, y'all realize when NFL players see this shit, they going to take that personal? Oh, yeah, we play the Bears. We going to drop Caleb on his neck. So, respectfully, both teams not looking the greatest. I mean, I give more leniency to the Rams because they have injuries. Honestly, this game was a toss-up, to be honest with you. I think the Bears are favored anyway because of the injuries. But, yeah, I probably...
Yeah, they are. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, 3-point favorites.
Okay. I probably
give at home. I still their defense, bro, because their defense has been keeping them in solid and been in games. So I wouldn't be surprised.
So, yeah, I don't know. I just feel like on both sides, you get quarterback, you got Matt Stafford and you got Caleb Williams. Then you got Kyron Williams and you got DeAndre Swift, who hasn't really been going crazy just yet. I still think he's gonna have a good season. I still think he's trying to gel. Then you got Cooper Kupp and you got DJ Moore. So to me, this is actually a fairly close, even matchup. I don't know who to pick. I'm just gonna go. Yeah, I don't know who to pick. This is a game, that's probably gonna be better than expected.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, Cooper. I think I'm looking at the injury report right now. Cooper Cup isn't playing. I think
Oh
he's
wow!
out. I think he is out.
So it's gonna be with Demarcus Robinson.
Demarcus Robinson, yeah, some others, Tutu Atwell. Um,
Those
yeah,
two.
so it's gonna be it's not gonna be easy for them coming in there too as well. You get what I'm saying, and that's the thing too. I think their defense, that's probably what'll save them. And I think I read a somewhere as well that Roshan Johnson was going to get more work this week, and they have him. They have him. I see on Draftkings, 29.5 rushing yards.
Interesting. So
Yeah,
it's off. I probably, to be honest, I'd look at Kyron Williams for a lot of stats because they're probably gonna abuse him between rushing and receiving for this game, and maybe some Tutu Atwell stats.
yeah. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. I'm kind of leaning. I'm kind of leaning Chicago now that I see this. To be honest with you, because I feel like the thing is with Matthew Stafford. Like I feel like I've been watching the past couple of games when he played the Giants. I mean, not the Giants. I'm sorry. When he played the Lions and then he played the Cardinals. Yeah, it's been. I'm not expecting them to stomp the Bears, to be honest. Obviously, if Caleb Williams puts the ball in harm's way, I feel like then the Rams will have a chance. But I feel like, I feel like it's gonna be old fashioned trying to run it down they throw because it didn't I think what's his face, James Conner went off against them as well. You
Mm-hmm.
know, he went crazy on them as well. And then I think Gibbs and Montgomery went off on them the week before that. So yeah, I like you said, it could be a Swift game, it could be a Roshan Johnson. I think the run game I think will definitely be there. I definitely like the defense as well. So yeah, I'll for I guess for versatility, I'll be leaning Chicago in this one. I'll take Chicago on that. I don't know if they're gonna win -3, but I like them.
Allah. I guess for the sake, I wasn't gonna pick a team, just for the sake, because you know, we've been sleeping too much. I'm picking the Rams, bro.
Listen, I have no problem. You just let me know when you want to put the bet up. That's it, because you know what time it is. We already have one that we
Oh,
talked.
you think it's spicy? Okay.
No, because you know it's funny. We had a bet for the community. We had a bet if Travis Etienne would score or not. Yes or no. Week 1. And what did he do? He almost scored twice. And I said it too. I said, watch this boy score twice. He's like, nah. And he said, I don't know what you said. He said something else. But my boy ended up scoring. But we didn't end up shaking on it or making it bet because my mans didn't want to. You feel me? And it's okay.
No,
It's
no,
okay,
I
bro.
would never take no smoke.
It's
You know,
okay. You feel me? I want you to keep the money in your pockets.
no,
But
no.
you feel me?
You know when I'm gonna make it up on November 3rd when the Colts play the Vikings. That's when I'm gonna make it up. You feel me? That's when I make it up. We put whatever.
Y'all boys better worry about the Steelers before you worry about us. Let's keep it a beat. Y'all better worry about the Steelers before you worry about us.
When we play y'all,
listen, I better get a winning record.
When we play y'all, that's when we gonna put the bet. You know what I'm saying? Y'all hear it now, PDM. That's when we gonna put the bet up.
That's fine. That's fine.
I leave it for that transaction when he send me my money.
Listen, bro, he still owe me from this one. All right, so he ain't get his money. He ain't get his money talking about Travis Etienne money.
Double or nothing, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Double or nothing. That's a fact.
And excuse my reaction, y'all. I'm not gonna lie. This is live. Like, if you're watching this Georgia Alabama game, this game is crazy. I just gotta put that out.
What's the score now?
41-34.
Oh, they came back. It was 28-7 last time I saw.
Yeah, usually they scored, and then Alabama just scored on some crazy shit. 2 minutes left on the field. But we back on NFL. But if you're watching that game, that shit is crazy. But yeah, back to NFL.
All right, we got the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Looking like the Eagles coming down to the wire with the Saints last week. The Bucks. Who did they play? Who the Bucks play last week? I don't know. I don't remember, but I was shocked by their performance. They got boxed up last week, and I didn't expect that. They played Bo Nix. So
the Bucks should easily be 3-0, honestly.
Right. So that was a big upset last week for me in my head. So talk to us. What do you think the Eagles and Bucks game is gonna look like, and who's our people to look for. I know Devontae's got a concussion, so he might not be in there. I don't know if AJ Brown's coming back into the lineup. I know he was questionable this week. Yeah, Goddard went crazy last week, so maybe Goddard might be somebody to look at. And Godwin on the other side, Godwin Evans, Bucky is out, I think. So Rashad White should retain most of his carries and workload.
Well, he got to do something with it.
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah, that's a fact. But yeah, so talk to us. What do you think about this game, and what do you think? What are we looking at?
These two teams, especially these two quarterbacks, are probably the most frustrating quarterbacks for any fantasy Madden player or whatever. Like, these two teams are frustrating. With the Eagles, you just don't know what you're gonna get. They're gonna be inconsistent. Like, ever since we took their coach. Well, no. Let me rephrase that. They took our coach first. Nick Sirianni was the OC for us, with Frank Reich bum ass was there. And then we took their coach. So let's just put that out there. Everybody keep telling me y'all took our coach. No. Y'all took our coach first. So yeah, I think they just haven't looked smooth ever since Steichen has left on offense. Like, Jalen Hurts is a walking turnover. Seems like that tush push shit don't work. I think Saquon's doing pretty good so far. I know he get a lot of flack for that drop I think it was 2 weeks ago, but the Eagles looking pretty good. And the Bucks, honestly, if they won this game, it wouldn't be as hard for me to. If they won the game last week against the Broncos, it wouldn't be hard for me at all to make my prediction. But because they lost, I want to see how they respond to a loss. So yeah, if I had to choose, I ain't gonna lie, I probably pick the Bucks because the Eagles just are so inconsistent. I don't know what I'm gonna get from them. They may very well win, but yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna get from them. I don't know what I get for the Eagles, bro. And the Bucks offense is explosive. They got Godwin, like you said. They got Mike Evans. Hopefully, Rashad White has a breakout game. I think. And I looked in the injury report. I didn't see Bucky on it, so I think he may be playing. So yeah, I think their offense is more explosive than the Eagles. The Eagles just haven't looked good though.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that was the thing. That's what was shocking to me last week. It was a Saquon Barkley special last week that kind of pushed them into that dub, and they still it was still close too, and even till the end. So
yeah,
yeah. So I like you said, I agree with you. Philly hasn't looked like they've looked like a shell of themselves in a sense. They haven't really looked like the dominant team that we've seen, and like you said, like that tush push isn't the same without Jason Kelsey. It was a totally different ball game. So now they can't really even rely on it like that. It is. I mean, I still see him getting yards, but it's labored yards. I feel like it's not really like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's more so, yeah. So it's interesting. The Eagles, they look interesting, but I feel like Tampa Bay was kind of like a major red flag last week, losing to Denver like that. I did not expect that at all. And I don't think anybody did. So like for that to happen, it kind of still puts me, like you said, what are we going to get from these quarterbacks? What are we going to get from these teams? You know what I mean? For some reason, the Philly defense looks
atrocious,
bro. Like, I'm shocked how bad the defense looks. So that's the other thing. You get what I'm saying? Because you can easily see Godwin and Mike Evans with 4 for 70, 80 at a TD. I could easily see that. You get what I'm saying? Yeah. Like, I could easily see that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I'm like, I agree with you. I think I'm leaning Tampa Bay. But yeah, like the Eagles, I don't know. A couple more losses, bro. I don't know. Do we gonna have to start talking about them too? So you know what I'm saying? So we'll see. We'll see what's going on right now. I think if they can get this win though, they'll be in the right direction, because the way they snuck that one out at the Saints, I respect them. But yeah, we'll see. We shall see.
Eagles are gonna get ready to be the new Cowboys in a minute for me.
We'll see. We shall see, honestly. All right, bro. Moving on to the Patriots versus San Francisco 49ers. I don't know how this game is gonna go because for some reason Patriots always find a way, but at the same time, I almost feel like they're minus 10.5 favorites, San Fran. So is it just a bunch of Jordan Mason until these guys go to sleep, or what? What do you think?
Yeah, honestly, I feel like it's going to be a bounce back game for the 49ers. I know they got a lot of flack for losing that last game. I mean, when you watch them, everybody knows that Christian McCaffrey is the centerpiece of their offense. Obviously, he's on IL for the next few weeks. And, Brock Purdy, in my opinion, has always been a solid quarterback. He's never been like an MVP, like, oh my God, he's him. But he's been a good game manager, which is sometimes when people hear that role, they get so mad. I mean, you're getting paid X amount of millions of dollars to manage the game. That's not really a bad thing. Just don't throw no picks. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think they're going to bounce back against the Patriots. I'm definitely interested to see another, one person on the Patriots, I ain't going to lie, is really putting in that pain is that man, Christian Gonzalez, that corner. He really is like, he's quiet, but he's really like that. He puts the clamps on dudes. So I'm interested to see who he's going to match up against and how they're going to move him around the field. But, yeah, I still give it to the 49ers. I think they're going to come out with it.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I want to see if Debo ends up playing, and I think Kittle will be active, but I don't know if Debo's going to play or not. But yeah, if Debo plays as well, it just adds to it. Yeah, it's probably going to be a 49er stomp. I hope they don't throw. I hope they don't throw Drake May into this joint. I hope they just let Brissett just drown for this week and just say, you know what, let's start fresh. You feel me? And put Drake May in there next week, just for his sake. But they probably won't. This boy probably will get boxed up by halftime, and this boy gonna be coming in that third quarter. So Jordan Mason's at 96.5.
I will also keep my eye on Jawan Jennings. I remember
Juan Jennings, you're right.
He had like 2 or 3 last week.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know how he suddenly, became a big target. You know what I mean? I mean, he's always, it's funny, quietly, he's always had a couple receptions per game. You know what I mean? He's always got those like tough third down catches. You know what I mean? But those 3 touchdowns kind of came out of nowhere. So I was not expecting that.
11 for 175 and 3 touchdowns last week. Over Ayuk. You know what I'm saying? So
right. And that's what I'm saying. Debo was out. So I want to see if Debo's back. Because if Debo's back, then you get me? Like, he's obviously not going to have that much type of whatever, but he may still get a couple of receptions. So that may be something that to look out for as well, definitely. All right. So, yeah, we both on the 49ers side. I think that was pretty cut and dry. This next one, I want to know what you think as well. The Washington Commanders versus Arizona Cardinals. I think both these teams have been kind of nobody. I think they're quiet. They've been quiet. Nobody really expected them to do too much going into the season, but they've kind of quietly surprised us and kind of been two of the most exciting teams, I feel like, to start the season, at least these past couple of weeks, because Arizona has been flying in terms of scoring. Marvin Harrison, Kyler, you feel me? Like James Conner, you got to mention him because he's been workhorsing back there. And then who else? We go on to the Commander side, and it sucks. Austin Eckler caught the concussion last week because he was balling as well. But yeah, Brian Robinson, Terry McLaurin, Scary Terry, as well as the quarterback. They're doing big things, man. What are you thinking about this matchup, and how do you think it fares out?
I think the matchup has the potential to be like an offensive shootout. I like Jaden Daniels a lot. Like I'm gonna lie, he's been balling. He honestly is doing better than I expected. But if I had to choose a team, I'm probably gonna choose the Cardinals. Even though they have the worst record, I feel like Kyler has lost some tough games. I mean, you got to think about it. He's played Detroit, the Rams, and Buffalo. And then, Commanders they lost Tampa Bay. They beat the Giants. That's not something to go bragging about. And they probably beat a Cincinnati team that nobody probably thought they would beat. And I remember I was watching some of the game before I knocked out, I was tired from work. But when I was watching the game, Jaden Daniels looked like a killer. But Yeah, I'm interested to see this game. I feel like it's gonna be a good matchup. But yeah, if I had to pick up with the Cardinals, I feel like Kyler and that offense is too much.
No, definitely, and I'm interested to see him and his connection with Marvin Harrison again, and see how that plays out. I think Trey McBride is out. I think he's going. The tight end is out, but more targets I think for other guys on that squad. Yeah, I definitely like both teams. Interested to see how it goes. I think both quarterbacks are going to be running. I like QB rushing a lot, so I think both these guys is live. I think Kyler's at 34.5, and Jaden McDaniels at 47.5, and I honestly like both. So I know he's high, but he runs a lot, bro. He's been running a lot lately. So I probably take the Kyler at 34.5 at home. That'd probably be a nice one, honestly. But yeah, that's that game. Moving on to Kansas City versus the Los Angeles Chargers. Super Bowl reigning champs versus Los Angeles Chargers. I really like the Chargers run game. We like the coach, one of the hardball boys. What do you think about this game, and how do you think this fares out?
We got to talk about this game for real. Honestly,
Yeah.
like the cheese is the cheese, bro. They don't look the greatest all the time, but they find a way. So I'm picking the cheese. They don't need Pacheco. They could have you and me in the backfield, and they'll find a way to win. So, like, I got the cheese, bro. I mean, I shout out to Harbaugh and shout out to Dobbins, and they basically did the Ravens running backs. Shout out to
Right.
both of them. They've been balling, but yeah, I don't even want to.
You're not wrong at all. Yeah, uh, Kansas City definitely. I definitely want to see. Probably Carson Steele might be a good play if you guys want to play him against that team, because they'll have most possession. I'm assuming, and they're gonna really get it together. I think Justin Herbert's still hurt, so I mean, or not hurt, but I think he's been battling injuries these past couple weeks, getting banged up. So they're gonna try to run on Kansas City, and Kansas City stop the run and get them third down situations to wrap, because it's Mahomes. So I like Carson Steele. Maybe he might be somebody I'm thinking about as well, putting into a lineup or something. But yeah,
I say I also fuck with Lab McConkey. I've been high on him. I just feel like he's gonna keep growing his role. Like, I ain't gonna lie, UGA they would definitely needed him tonight for sure.
Yeah. What would you play? What would you play him for?
Receiving yards. I think the last time I checked, it was like in the 30s. I feel like he's been clearing. Let me see.
Yeah, I have him at 36.5.
35.5 on Prizepicks.
Okay, nice.
So, over the last 3, he averages 3. I think he's more so.
I see him at 3.5 receptions. What's his receptions look like? He gets a lot of receptions too.
3.5. I mean, week 1 he had 5. Week 2 against Carolina had 2. Week 3 he had 3.
Oh, okay.
So me personally, I just playing for yards. That's just me.
Got it. All right. Moving on, we got the Cleveland Browns versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Raiders, we talked about it earlier. They got stomped out by the Panthers last week. Upset. Who knew? Browns, I don't know what's going on. Deshaun Watson looks like a absolute shell of himself.
Because he keep giving out the massages, bro. He keep giving the massages. You got to stop.
I can't call it, man. I can't call it, but yeah, he's been an absolute shell. Amari Cooper finally came out of the dead, but it wasn't enough to beat the Giants last week. It's like, I don't even know, bro. I don't even know. But Amari Cooper does that nowadays. Every 3 weeks or so, you don't expect him, and he get $150 on you. So I don't even know what to say about this game, to be honest. If you didn't want to talk about this other game, I really don't want to talk about this one. So you can take this one away and we can move forward, because I'm probably not gonna play a single person on this game. I'm looking at the game lines right now. Cleveland Brown is favored by 2.5 away from home.
Wow. So, and I'm looking in the injury report. Vontae Adams is out.
Oh.
So Me personally,
Maybe Jacoby Myers Day.
Myers, exactly.
Ooh,
So
okay.
I would play that. As far as winning, I'm gonna go ahead and go with the Browns. Because the Raiders, honestly, they have quarterback issues. Because I didn't Gardner Minshew get benched last week for Aiden O'Connell.
He might have.
I think he got in the game late. So
right.
like they have quarterback issues right now. And then even though the Browns is dysfunctional, I think they're much more functional than the Raiders.
Mhm.
And then it's hard for me to favor a team that got the doors blown off by the Panthers. So like it wasn't even like it wasn't even close. Like, hold on, y'all. I want to be grammatically correct when I tell you the stats that Andy Dalton had, bro. This nigga, you talking about rose from the dead. This man had 319, 26 completions, 37 attempts, 319 yards, and 3 touchdowns from Andy Dalton. You give up that to Andy Dalton, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not picking you. I promise you. I hope they win for their fan base, but I got the Browns. Yeah, no.
Yeah, no. I totally agree with you. Yeah, I didn't even realize that Carter Minshew got benched last week. But yeah, it goes to it makes sense with how bad they lost to the Panthers last week, which was an absolute upset. And Dalton put the red rocket on and cried on them boys.
Oh wait, my bad. I ain't mean to do that now, man.
Please. All right, moving on to the last game, Sunday Night Football. We have the Buffalo Bills versus the Baltimore Ravens.
Ooh, this is a good game.
This is a nice game. It's a really good game. Both teams, playoff contending teams. Josh Allen and Lamar, top 5 QBs, top 3 QBs. If you really want to go, to that. Outside of Mahomes, yeah, bro. What are you thinking about this game? Is at the Ravens. First of all, who would you trust more, Allen or Lamar going into this game?
Now, when you say trust more, like
to lead to the win, to be, to show up in this game.
Right now,
it's
gonna be controversial, right? I'm picking Josh Allen. I rock with Lamar, man. Anybody that be rocking the Kodak, shout out to the Zoe. I got a sport, and I actually genuinely like the Ravens a lot. I actually wanted them to win last year till they met Kansas City. But the Ravens just don't look good to me, bro. Like I don't know what they thought. They need more weapons. It's not gonna just be Derrick Henry trying to run everybody over. Justice Hill out for a flat, throw the pass, and then you force feed Zay Flowers. You need more weapons, bro. I don't know what's up with Mark Andrews. I think he kind of rose up a little bit last week, and I don't think Isaiah Likely did anything. So, yeah, I think Buffalo, like Josh Allen's on some MVP level type stuff right now, rushing, throwing. So, you know what I'm saying? Like I got Buffalo. And I think they're favored in this game as well. They're
let me check.
No, a lot of the Ravens are.
Ravens are at home. Yeah, -2.5 favorites. Yeah. So just about field goal.
I'm gonna pick the Buffalo Bills.
Okay.
Ravens this game.
Yeah, I look, I agree with you. Because Josh Allen and that offense have been clicking for sure. They've been looking really good. I feel like Baltimore, like you said, they're kind of finding their way. They lost to the Raiders, didn't they? So that was a bad loss. They shouldn't have lost to them boys at all. But I think that goes to show, their inconsistencies with that offense. You know what I mean? But I wouldn't be surprised if they show up against the Bills. The Bills haven't shown that their defense is like worldly. You get what I'm saying? They did play to Jacksonville, and I think I don't know who else they played. They played another sorry team as well. I think they played, you know what I mean?
Miami and Arizona.
Okay. Who did they won all 3?
Yeah, they're undefeated.
Okay. So I think I lean with Buffalo as well. I'm not against that. because like you said, where's it gonna? You don't know where it's really gonna come from outside of Lamar on the ground, Derrick Henry on the ground. But yeah, I'm waiting to see. I'm waiting to see Baltimore click as well. They haven't clicked yet, so I think that's what we're waiting for, and it could be this game, right? So we're going into it thinking Buffalo, but maybe Baltimore comes out and kind of shows us, something we haven't seen. So that's what I'm kind of hoping for or seeing. But yeah, I lean with the Bills. And yeah, if we're gonna play the Bills, then you got to play my boy Shakir. You got to.
Of course.
He's been balling. They've definitely juiced that 3.5 receptions, but that's been money for the past 2 weeks. So if y'all been following and taking those 3.5 receptions, we've been riding. Pause. So we've been doing our thing. So yeah, chill out. It's looking good, man. It's looking good. So we're gonna get into our best bets. I kind of hinted at it like 80 times already today. I'm definitely my first pick, my number one pick of this week. I'm going Aaron Jones touchdowns. You can see my little plays right here. I got a little 3-stack for y'all if y'all want to play that. But these are the guys I'm going with. I like Aaron Jones anytime TD in that game. Also check out Jaden Reed as like a bonus play. I kind of like him rushing and receiving if you could find that prop, because they love giving him them end arounds, and I have a feeling they're going to try to get us with some of those end arounds, and they could work. So wouldn't be surprised if he gets a good he's good as well. I like the Bears at home. We kind of touched on that. I like Roschon. I heard Roschon is going to get some work this week, and if the Rams can't move the ball up and down the field, I do like Kyron Williams to kind of do his thing. But if they can't move it up and down the field like they couldn't do against the Arizona Cardinals, I think the run game will definitely be there. And Roschon Johnson is a runner. Oh, and the odds is going a little okay. And the odds is going
in real time. But
talk to me. And it goes right into my Chase Brown pick. I'm not a Zach Moss guy. I like Chase Brown more. I like his explosiveness, and I think he got more work last week. He's starting to creep into Zach Moss's carries, and I think they're starting to see his potential. And I also think because it's the Panthers, regardless, even if Zach Moss gets his, I think Chase Brown will get his later. So I do like these three, to be honest with you. Look at this. Roschon going up in real time. He was at 29.5, jump on it. He's at 30.5, and now Chase Brown went down from 31.5 to 30.5. So these are my three picks for the Sunday slate. Let's go 3 for 3. Let's do that.
Yo, it's good, y'all. Back to Don Rule's picks. All right, we're just gonna get right into it. So, if you haven't used this Caleb Williams free square, I mean, if he doesn't get one passing yard, I mean, he should be fired from the NFL, or they should have Prizepicks investigated. But my other two picks, I'm gonna go ahead with J Love for the first quarter passing yards. Y'all always gonna hear me say this. Don't use the last 5 as a barometer, but I do like his chances. He had 101 yards. It looks like against your boys, yours truly's Vikings in the first quarter last time they played. And I just, I like that set a lot from him coming back. And then the other play I'm gonna give y'all is Young Brees, man, for the fantasy score, man. I'm gonna keep, like I said, like there's just some stats you keep using until you can't use no more. And I feel like Young Brees is one of them, bro. Let me see. And they making me work for it. Man, where Young Brees at? There you go. He all the way at the bottom. But yeah, Young Brees, last 5, he's been money. I just, like I said, I feel like the rushing and the receiving opportunities he's gonna get is just gonna help him like get close to that fantasy score every time. I feel like at some point they're gonna end up bumping it. You see, last game he had 18.3, game before 24.4. But yeah, those are my 3 picks right there. J Love first quarter, Brees fantasy, and Caleb Williams if you haven't used it already. Appreciate y'all boys.
Shorty gon' check that, bang that, drop that, hit that, pack that, kick that, send that, flip that.